Every opportunity that we have to give a lifeline to a worker by slowly reopening will help save lives in the long term. I truly believe that. But I also know that this virus is deadly. It is spreading, and it continues to spread. I am pleased, as I said yesterday, that our curve is flattening. It appears to be plateauing, and it appears it is going to be much lower than was originally expected. That's good news. And that happened because of you, because you've made good decisions. You've made the right decisions. But understand that does not mean that the threat is gone. I'm incredibly grateful for Dr. Dobbs and his team at the State Department of Health for their counsel and for their expert leadership throughout this crisis. We all know that Dr. Dobbs has been a steady hand on the wheel. We will continue to listen to our state's top health experts every step of the way. We know that the ultimate help will be when workers are allowed to provide for themselves. In the meantime, we want to offer any helping hand we can. Understand that there has been a press release that's gone out just recently from the IRS. And so this is critically important for those of you who are on Social Security. Again, this is a federal program that the state does not have necessarily a role to play, but I want everyone to understand this. I want to flag this for any and everyone on Social Security. If you are on Social Security and do not file tax returns, you need to take action to get the extra $500 per child payment on top of your $1,200 support from the federal government. You must go to irs.gov to do that. Let me say that again. If you did not file taxes, if you are on Social Security and you did not file taxes in 2018 or 2019, you must go to irs.gov to get that additional payment. That must be done by noon tomorrow. And so I'm hopeful that you are paying attention and that you will do that if you fit into that category. Again, it is not state-run. It is a federal program. But if you don't go to the website and file, you will not be eligible for that money if you have any dependents. Why is that the case? Because obviously, if you don't file tax returns with the IRS, it would be impossible for them to know that you have dependents. Now, today, I've also invited the team from the Mississippi Department of Employment Services to talk about unemployment insurance. We do have some good news, and I'm happy to announce it, that starting today, we have cleared the hurdles to make available the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. That means that self-employed Mississippians, independent contractors, church employees, gig economy workers, and others who were not previously eligible can now get assistance. It also specifically lays out benefits for people who are not able to work as a direct result of the COVID-19 crisis. Now, please hear me say this. If you have previously filed and you weren't eligible for the typical unemployment, you do not have to file again. Fill out your weekly certifications and you will get notified if you are eligible for this special fund. As I have said here many times before, we are continuing to staff up and work to address the 14,000% increase in claims that has caused delays for the people. That work is ongoing. There is no simple fix, but I will tell you that I am proud of the efforts of these individuals at the Department of Employment Security. They are working day and night to continue to build capacity. At this point, I can tell you that we have increased the number of people answering the phones from approximately 50 to approximately 250, a five-fold increase over a few short weeks. When you looked at what happened last week in overall claims, what you saw is that Mississippi's processing actually processed approximately 50% more claims than the week before. That's because we're building capacity. If you look at what happened in America, the number of claims filed last week compared to the week before was almost identical. Now, some of you may believe that it was identical because there were not more unemployed people in other parts of the country. I don't believe that's the case. I believe that the capacity had reached a level 2 weeks ago nationally that, for all intents and purposes, was not increased. In our state, we continue to increase capacity to answer the calls so that we continue to minimize and mitigate the number of calls that go unanswered. And so I want to ask Director Turner and Timothy Rush to give us an update on what I believe to be very impressive efforts to deal with this unprecedented surge in unemployment insurance claims. Director?
Thank you, Governor Reeves. It's our pleasure to be back with you here again at this press conference. We had the pleasure of coming and being before you a couple of weeks ago, and at that time, we were able to announce that the additional $600 related to those that are eligible for the what we call the regular unemployment insurance program, that those payments were flowing. And in the 2 weeks since we've been here, we have paid out millions, and I want to give those figures. It's astronomical, and it tells the point, it goes to the point that Governor Reeves was talking about how the workload and the number of claims and the people working so hard every day to bring those Mississippians the benefits that they deserve, what we have been able to accomplish in those weeks. On a typical unemployment week prior to the pandemic, in this good economy, we may have paid out about $1 million a week. Last week, we paid out $72 million. $54 million of that was related to the FPUC, or Pandemic Unemployment Compensation, related to the unemployment insurance program. Now, the 2 days of this week, we have already paid out $72 million, $880,000, and we have surpassed what we paid out all in the last 2 weeks, and that is strictly related to the extra $600 and the people filing and are eligible for the regular unemployment insurance program. So I'm pleased, as you are, that we've made great strides, but it's not enough until we reach every single Mississippian that needs our help. So we're also pleased today to announce the application process for the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance portion of the CARES Act is now available through the mds.ms.gov website to file for the benefits that are due to those that, as Governor Reeves described, as the gig economy workers. You may also find yourself eligible if you were ineligible for the regular unemployment insurance program because of insufficient wages or other barriers. But because of a COVID-related reason, and there are 10 of them, and it's listed on our website, and they are listed in the application process, if you qualify for one of those 10 reasons and found yourself not eligible in the regular unemployment insurance program, you may be eligible for pandemic unemployment assistance. For a time, so the application process is now on our website, and our call center, our contact center representatives are available to take your claims through the contact center. We have added additional phone numbers. Please see our website for those additional phone numbers. We also have a specific call center number for pandemic unemployment assistance. Now, I'll say, I've asked that we can manage it better if you will call one of those options so that others can get through on the other lines. As Governor Reeves stated, we have added these people in line so that we can help others get to us quicker. So as I'll recap that, we have our normal call center number that's been out there the entire time. We added an additional call center number yesterday for additional people that can take your claims. And as we speak, a press release is going out and information on our website and through social media, and we'll share it with our state leaders and our partners around the state that that the pandemic unemployment assistance is now available, and there's an additional call center number for that as well. I'll stop now and let Mr. Rush take a few minutes to talk about specific provisions of the CARES Act.
Before Mr. Rush goes, let me just reiterate that, please. There are multiple phone numbers now on their website. The best way for you to reach someone the quickest is to pick one of those numbers, stick with it, and call it. If you keep going from number to number to number, and I understand that everybody can be frustrated, but if you keep going from number to number to number, you're going to tie up those lines and you're less likely to actually get someone to answer them. If we will patiently call the same number, give it a little bit of time if you don't get an answer, and then call the same number back. We are, again, building capacity to go from 50 to 250 people answering the phone over a short 3 weeks has been very good work, but we've got more work to do, and we know that. So